Common lies people tell. Some are little white lies, and some are a little more serious than that. But I know that almost every single person in here has heard or told one, if not all of these lies. The first one is something we have all agreed to when we sign up for something on the internet. I've read and agreed to the terms and conditions. Honestly, has anyone ever actually read these? I mean, I know we all click the little box, but has anyone ever sat down and taken the time to read this? I would assume the answer to this is no, but who knows? Maybe some guy out there really likes reading terms and conditions. For all we know, though, we could be selling our souls to iTunes, but how would we know? Because we just clicked a little box, not really knowing what it means. But this is a harmless lie. Its effects won't cause any major distress in people's lives. Another lie we all tell is when we have a pack of gum out in public. You all know what I'm going to say. Sorry, that was my last piece. We all know that moment of pure dread when someone sees you taking out a piece of gum, and you know that they're going to ask you for a piece, so you prepare yourself. And when they do ask you, you say, "Oh, sorry, that was my last piece," even though you know you still have 10 pieces left. Almost a polite lie. Now, the worst of all white lies is truly when a nurse tells you that it won't hurt a bit. When I'm getting a shot and I'm freaking out because, well, they're going to be shoving a needle in my arm, and the nurse tells me it won't hurt a bit, I freak out even more, because every single time the nurse has told me it won't hurt a bit, it hurts. Because when they tell me it won't hurt, I'm not expecting anything. And so when there's some pain, even if it's just the smallest pain, it hurts. Because when they do tell me there will be pain, I'm expecting more than I should, so it isn't as bad as I think it will be. Truly an awful lie. Now, moving into lies that are a little more serious starts like this. I was just kidding. I understand that when you insulted someone, you probably were just kidding, but there's still that ounce of seriousness in there, or else you wouldn't have said it at all. Sometimes people insult someone completely serious, but they see the effect it had on the other person, and so they laugh it off and say, "Oh, haha, I was just kidding." When someone does this to me, I'll laugh it off with them, but I know what they were trying to say. And to me, it's actually worse than them going behind your back and insulting you, because it actually is them going behind your back and insulting you, but right to your face. Another really common lie is when someone tells you that just be yourself and everyone will love you. Okay, first off, no matter who you are, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, not everyone will love you. It's not like you'll be walking through the halls one day with this radiant light shining off you, and everyone who sees you just falls in love with you, and all of a sudden, everyone wants to be your best friend because you're being yourself. How can they not? Sadly, it's not that easy. And second off, you shouldn't be yourself for others. You should be yourself for you because you want to be yourself, and that's what makes you comfortable, not for love and acceptance from others. I know firsthand that being yourself does not equal love. When I'm myself, I'm kind of a freak, to be honest. And as a younger girl, I was always myself because I didn't see anything wrong with it. And in elementary school, everyone loved me, and they thought I was funny and cute. In 6th grade, things changed. People didn't react how they used to. They stared and whispered, and when they laughed, it wasn't laughing with me anymore, but at me. And I started hating myself. And recovering hasn't been an easy process, but slowly I've been learning to love myself, and slowly I've been learning to be myself again, and I found out who my true friends are. So when someone tells you to be yourself because everyone will love you, don't be yourself for them. Be yourself for you, and I think you'll find a lot more happiness. Another lie that's really common with kids my age seems to be, "I love you." I understand that we're young, hormone-filled teenagers who feel too much and care too little. So that's why I think it's okay that we believe this lie when we tell it. I personally have never told this lie, except to my friends, who I do love, not romantically, but I love them like my brother or sister. Right now I'm talking romantically. The reason it's a lie is because we're young, and most of us don't know what it's truly like to be in love. We know what it's like to really, really like someone, but not to love someone. I thought I was in love once, for a couple of months, in 6th grade. See, I'd never liked anyone that much, so I thought it had to be love. I look back now and see clearly that it was not. A lot of kids my age seem to be telling their boyfriend or girlfriend that they love them, when most of them haven't really even been going out for a month. And a lot of them don't know the person they're saying "I love you" to well enough to actually love them. Now, some kids have even gone as far as saying that they have found the love of their life. That's a bit too far, because honestly, you're 14. Are you really going to be saying that when you have so much more life left to live and so many more people to meet? Now, the final lie is what I think is the most common. When someone asks if you're okay and you tell them, I'm fine, or I'm just tired. I personally have told this lie every single time I'm asked, and most people do too. Which is okay, because when someone asks you in the middle of lunch, you don't really want to tell them because A, you probably don't know them that well, and B, you're in the middle of the lunchroom. Not the best place to be telling them all your life issues. But when your best friend asks, and you say in a monotone or overly cheery voice, I'm fine, or no, really, it's okay, I'm just tired. That's when you should decide to tell the truth. Because when your world is coming crashing down around you and nothing is okay and you feel like you're about to have a mental breakdown, it isn't good to keep it in. Because that breakdown will happen eventually, and trust me, it won't be pretty. So although telling the truth can be terrifying, telling this lie really helps no one, especially not you. We often forget the effects that lies have on us, big or small. And although we aren't supposed to lie, sometimes it is necessary. So go ahead and tell someone it was your last piece. Agree to the terms and conditions. Don't trust the nurse when she tells you it won't hurt because it probably will. Fall in love young and tell them you love them. Be yourself and open up to others, and I think that you'll find out that lying can actually be a good thing.